Okay, so here's a market breakdown for gold. When we go to the weekly time frame, like I've been telling you guys, when we have a two breaker block, note that when you have a breaker block, that is price breaking structure twice or three times without grabbing liquidity, then no price will there's high chance that price will drop to the last order block that give the market structure. So here is it. Gold first of all give a break of structure around here, a break did not grab liquidity, break of structure around here, did not grab liquidity, break of structure around here, did not grab liquidity. So anticipated this sell around this level. You understand that price is going to say either reach around this level or this level. You see. So when price give a market structure shift around this level, you see, when price give a market structure shift around this level, and when we check on the 4 hours weekly time frame, we're expecting price to grab liquidity again around here before push to the upside, but price did not give the grab of liquidity here. So consider this market structure shift. We'll be waiting for a daily time frame to give. Consider this imbalance on the daily and the daily time frame. When price comes around here, around this order block here, we're expecting price to give a market structure shift, then grab liquidity with a pattern. You understand? Either grab liquidity with a pattern or grab liquidity with a long candlestick rejection around here, then we could have pushed to the upside. You understand? So yeah, it's just a technical analysis on it, not the fundamental. So now there's an imbalance around here. Price did not give it. That's why I was telling you guys on the previous video that gold is bearish right from this level. That gold is still bearish because of that. When you have a two break of structure without price grabbing liquidity, price will push back to the other block. It does not matter whether it is a weekly time frame or the daily time frame. So long as we have that two breaker block on any of time frame moving the trend, other price will push to the other block in order to grab liquidity to push to the upside. So like when you watch the previous videos, I was telling you guys that gold will push around this 4,000 level, and gold is doing exactly, I told you, around 4,100, and gold doing exactly. So what do we see now for gold? We should continue to look for sell. You understand? I'll be looking for sell, not part. I'll look for sell, but here is what I'll be stopping. If price can pull back like this, grab liquidity around this level, then before we start looking for a buy. You understand? Though that is not even a good zone for buy, because we see gold still giving active break of structure. You understand? So yes, our key level, our order block, our point of interest that gave this break of structure here. That is why we are looking for a good. So that's a good zone for gold to buy around here. But if you check on the 4 hours time frame, you can see here. If you check on the 4 hours time frame, gold is still bearish. You understand? Yes, a fresh break of structure, active break of structure. So we should not be looking for buys yet on gold. You understand? The last lower high that gave this break of structure, is still active. The last lower high that gave the break of structure is still active. So you should be looking for a sell around here. But the fact that there is an imbalance around here, wait for a market structure shift and price to, or just wait for a break and a test. You understand? The fact that there is an imbalance around here, wait for market structure shift, price to break like this, pull back, do this, then we sell to the upside. You understand? And they will say at least price will create another resistance level. That will say you do not just say because there is a double bottom around here and price is at an equal high, the last lower low that gave a break of structure. Though we are still selling, but we should wait. That's why I say it is important to wait for confirmation. You can know the market will go to the downside bed when will be the problem. Okay, here is it. I told you guys around this level that there is a sell around here, because why we have an active break of structure to the downside and price pulls back to an order block, grab liquidity. I said we should wait for a market structure shift. Why? Because there is an imbalance around this level. Here is an imbalance. So when we have an imbalance, wait for a market structure shift and wait for a market structure shift, price pull back, and any resistance or any supply zone here, then we should wait now for a confirmation before a sell, and this is what price did around this level. Same thing around this level. You see, the fact that we give a market structure shift, price pull back around this other block here, any of this supply level, we have a confirmation and price give a break of structure. So now that price has breaking, you see, we still have active break of structures to the downside. We should just be looking for sell around this level. So now, the only time we're waiting for a buy opportunity is when price do this. Okay, is when price do this. If price grab liquidity like this, then pull back, give a market structure shift. So this first market structure shift will just indicate that buyers are coming into the market and not a buy opportunity. Because why? There's an equal high here. You see this last equal high that gave this break of structure is still active. So here is a key zone that will eliminate all that will tell us that no, sellers are already going out and the market wants to change trend. So if price do this, grab liquidity around level, market structure shift, wait now for price to pull back around here like this, grab liquidity. So this is what we should be waiting for gold before we start looking for a buy. You understand? But it can still go, if you know very well, you can still go to the internal structure, internal like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and be catching those move here. But we'll wait for price to do this before I start looking for a sale, or you can be waiting for a sale around 4,000 here, around this demand level, right? If we see an internal structure shift, then we can be taking a sale around it. Why? Because price is already grab liquidity and we are trading at a grab of liquidity here. But if price do this market structure shift grab liquidity, then give us our remaining two criteria, then we'll be looking now for a buy to the upside. So gold is still bullish. The overall trend is bullish, while the internal structure shift is still bearish. So we'll wait for this structure to shift, and the fact that it's the daily time frame that is responsible for breaking the for giving these lower lows and lower highs. You need to wait for the daily time frame to give the change of character. That's why it will take days. You understand? So this can even take about 1 month only for price to do this, because we need to push to the upside. There is, you see the trend. The trend for gold is still bullish. So what we are trading is just the pullback. So we need to wait for gold to do that, and I'll be updating you guys on every move. So we should be looking even for sale. Gold even for next week, gold can still sell and reach around 4,000. Then for around 4,000, we should be waiting. We should be looking now for a buy. Obviously, here's the setup. So when gold give a market structure pull back around here, we should be waiting for a buy around here. So we should be waiting for a buy around here. So we'll be watching at the daily time frame for this move and not the 15-minute or 1 hour time frame. So I'll put my Telegram channel on the description below. So anybody who wants to join there, you can join the Telegram channel, and I will be sharing updates on this gold.